enough. Let me take control. And you've been wanting what you need, and I'ma give it to you. Before I dive inside for the whistle, I start swimming, ain't no drowning, no. Girl, don't make you better. We gon' mess up them covers too. But it's
What the fuck this nigga saying? I don't know what the fuck this nigga talking about. But anyway, what's going on, y'all? Yeah, it's been a couple. My bad, I missed last week. Shoot, we went on vacation. We went to Denver. I think most of y'all already know that. You probably seen some pictures that we posted. I don't think I got nobody on here that's watching this shit other than the people that's on my Facebook any damn way. But it was pretty crunk, to say the least. Before I get into all the dumb shit, what the fuck he say? Okay, cool. Anyway, before I get to the dumb shit, you know, I always got to start off with, I can't really say my political views because I ain't got no real political views. Just my views on just the shit that we got going on today. If I start stuttering and flustering and shit, just ignore the shit. And I took my medicine today. But anyway, we want to talk about the protests and stuff. You know what I'm saying? People are always still talking about like, they hate the protests and all the blah, 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 blah. At the same time, they're talking bad about the protests that are going on now, but at the same time praising MLK. Like, how can you do that? Like, motherfuckers, the same shit. You think them motherfuckers loved MLK back in the day? No, they didn't. And your ass wouldn't have loved him either. You praising him now because you read it in the history book, like, oh, it's awesome. Whatever they praised it or whatever, but back then, you would have hated that shit. And they tell me like, well, you ain't got to hold up traffic. Like, what the fuck you think the point of a protest is? It's to make something inconvenient for people. That's the whole purpose of it, to bring attention to something. Your ass got to hear what they saying if you can't drive by. Or whatever you're talking about. You want to, people always say, oh, I'll just barrel through them. Shit, go ahead. Go to jail like the other motherfuckers and brag about that shit while you're in jail. You know what I mean? Don't make a damn difference. Bottom line is, it's meant to be an inconvenience. So we can get your attention about whatever the fuck they're trying to get your attention about. I don't agree with all protests. You know what I mean? Some of them be retarded, but shit, whatever retarded ass protest it is, I bet you I know what the fuck they talking about out there. If they cause me an inconvenience, I bet I know what they talking about. So, but anyway, that's it on that shit. I got a question though. Okay, so we just talked about us going to Denver. Fellas, I ain't really talking to the ladies because y'all think differently from us. But if you with your girl, you know what I'm saying, y'all already in a relationship, and like it's a new vacation for you and a new chick or nothing. But if you with your girl, y'all go on vacation. Is sex mandatory? Is that shit fucking mandatory? You know what I mean? Like, okay, so to me, I think that shit is mandatory. You know what I mean? Because we in a new place, you got to do it there. You just have to. When you talk about it, it sounds more retarded than it sounds in my mind. But I'm just saying, like, we went to Denver, you know what I'm saying? My girl was like, oh, I started my cycle the day before we left. I almost fucking canceled the trip. Like, well, fuck it, we ain't gonna go. I'd be goddamn if I take you up here and we fit to stay in the Brown Palace and I spent blah, blah, blah. It ain't about the money, it's just about the whole picture. On this, that, and the other, we got this, and you gonna tell me on your period? She's like, yeah. I was like, well, I guess you're right. Well, fuck it, all right then. And couldn't say shit about it. It was just like, damn, like that's a major part of the damn vacation. Is to have sex in a hotel room on the pianos and on the curtains and shit. You know what I mean? Open the window on the balcony. You know what I'm talking about? That people might see it, but hell, you ain't gonna never see them people no goddamn more. But anyway, so while we was up there, this was up there right when we got back. This is when we got back. I can't really go into detail about too much that happened up there because if I explain it, it won't sound nearly as exciting as it was when we was up there. Or whatever. But anyway, when we got back, we brought some of the edibles back with us or whatever. I was scared to bring the actual leaves back, but so we brought the edibles back. I just put them in a candy bag. But anyway, I'm probably snitching on myself. We get back, she done ate a few edibles. I take her to get some ice cream. And so it's at this place called the Cauldron. Ice cream is awesome. It's an awesome place. Good ass ice cream. I got what they call a fluffle or some shit like this. A big thick ass waffle cone. Whatever, look like a pillow or some shit. Or that bubble wrapping that you put in your packing stuff. But anyway, she was in there And I got my ice cream. I'm eating it. And she got her ice cream. Now she high now. And she got hers and she looking at everybody else and she's like, why the fuck everybody else should look better than mine? She was like, she got bacon and eggs and shit. What the fuck, the bacon? Did I just goddamn snort? Fuck, y'all didn't hear that. Act like I don't even know how to fuck, I need to learn how to do the, how to edit this shit so I would have pulled that up out of there. But anyway, I guess that's gonna be for the public now. But yeah, man, we in an ice cream shop and she talking about a lady like she got bacon and eggs on her cone. Why her shit looks so good? I'm like, get the fuck out of here. And what else happened? Okay, so she was fucking yeah, this is the rest of the story. So she was fucking his ice cream up, right? And so in the midst of her like eating the shit, like I ain't never did it before. I'm not for sure if y'all have, but I ain't never done this shit before. And she forgot to fucking breathe. I didn't know she forgot to breathe. I didn't know. I'm just looking at her. She just looking at me while she and then like I know she looking at me and I'm like, what the fuck was that? She like, shit, I was eating this shit and I forgot to fucking breathe. I was like, oh Lord. This came my poor baby. So I said all that to say this. Like, I need some prayers. Like, I don't know what's wrong with her. I usually go fucking forget to breathe while you eating ice cream. Or whatever. But anyway, so me and my brother was up here the other day. And we didn't talk about this, but it made me think of it. I'm going to post this shit on Facebook too. I asked a question or whatever. But it can't be just my dad. And, you know, so I've been reading a lot of shit or whatever about like, they like memes and they're popular memes and stuff or whatever. And it's crazy because I thought that situation only happened with me and my family. You know what I mean? Like, it's a meme to talk about, how many of y'all moms made y'all feel like it was illegal to drive with the car light on, the roof, the car light. And I was like, damn, I thought that was just my mama. All my life, hell, I still thought it was fucking illegal till I was, shit, probably in my mid-20s. Whatever. And I'm like, that ain't a goddamn thing. Police drive by me and shit, it didn't mean nothing. Or whatever. But I felt like that shit was illegal. But anyway, so I wonder, like, what I'm about to say probably gonna fuck me over, but whatever. Because I don't do this shit. It was about my daddy. Or whatever. And I remember he used to make us do it when we was little. But my damn daddy, to this day, still tuck his shirt in his drawers. Yeah, man. That nigga took his shirt in his damn drawer. Or whatever. I went over there like that because it's crazy because when he walking, you can see it. You know what I mean? Like, even if he got a belt on, you can still see the top of his drawers. And with his shirt tucked in, his shirt crisp, boy. Perfect. Tucked in and stay tight. Don't come out. Now everybody, there go your secret, people. You tuck your damn shirt in your drawer. Zoe, what the fuck? Anyway, my dog been retarded again. Zoe, teareth ye thine's ass. Anyway, right, watch out, move. Come here, Zoe. That's Zoe, y'all. That's Zoe. Yeah, that's it. Okay, all right, so that's enough. Get back. Now she don't want to go nowhere. See what the fuck y'all done did? Try to injure. Yeah, Turkey, gone. She shedding shit. Thanks. Anyway, do people still use watches to tell time? It's crazy, man. I had a watch on. Worked perfectly fine. You know what I'm saying? Nothing wrong with it. Whatever. But every time somebody asked me what time it was, I dug in my phone to grab my pocket. God damn it. Oh, shit. I better say I dug in my pocket to grab my phone. Every single time, even now. And it's crazy. Like, now I got a digital watch. So, I mean, it ain't so bad. But I guess it's retarded to say I wasn't trying to look at that shit and see the one counting by fives across to the 35 to see that shit. I wasn't trying to hear that shit. I wasn't trying to see that. This digital shit is just way simpler. Now I got about 4 or 5 watches. When I took them to Denver, I just realized the battery was dead in them. I don't know how long the battery had been dead in them jokers. I wear them just for fashion. Need to know the time, I dig in my pocket. My watch is just to look good on my outfit. Or whatever. So we had a little me and my girl had a little dispute while we was up there. Y'all gonna probably say, you know what I'm saying, I overreacted and shit. Or whatever. But I got those snakeskin and satin Air Jordan 1s, right? Them Jordan 1s, the black and red ones. The ones I wish they had in men's sizes. So we about to go see some sightseeing and stuff up there in Denver. So we didn't do no research on it. Hell, I had on my Jordan. She had on her J's. I thought it was going to be like a concrete place. Well, good thing we was a group of 9 of us. a group of 9 of us or whatever, and fuck, I forgot what I was talking about. Oh yeah, good thing is, oh shit, what the fuck was I talking about? Oh yeah, the sticks and shoes, right? She was like, good thing we had a big group, because somebody out of that group actually did some research on where we was going, and when they seen the clothes that we had on, they was like, yeah, no, that probably won't work out. Y'all gonna mess y'all shit up going up there wearing that, because it's dusty, rocks, climbing type shit going on. So we're like, okay. I like, well, I'm gonna change my shoes. I'm looking at her like, you better go change your shoes too. And she's like, nah, I'd rather wear these. I'm like, as opposed to what? She was like, my Vans. I'm like, so you want to keep the Vans upstairs, the $60 Vans, you want to keep them upstairs, but wear the $300 shoes to get messed up. And she's like, well, I can just wipe these off. The Vans are like cloth. I'm like, nah, fuck that. Just scoop. I'm like, I ain't trying to hear that shit. Let's go upstairs. And so it was a big old deal. One time, them some $300 shoes, and you tell me you rather mess them up. She's like, well, I can wipe the dust off of them. I'm like, well, what if you get a goddamn scuff? You can't just wipe that motherfucker off. We're going to walk through rocks. It's going to be more than just dust and shit. She's like, well, I can be careful. Why do people act like accident shit don't happen? I ain't saying you go fuck them up on purpose. Yeah, you go be careful. But shit happen when you're careful too. Well, the people act like shit don't happen on accident. Then when it happens, only thing you can say is, oh, it was an accident. Like, motherfucker, I told you, take them shits off. Then let's just say we went upstairs and she changed shoes. And I changed mine too. Whatever. Shit, I meant to tell y'all this in the beginning of it. Boy, it seemed like everybody that went on a trip, okay, was 9 of it. It was me, my partner Collins. Y'all can, if y'all YouTube and Facebook, look up Mr. Collins, M-I-S-T-A Collins. Medlock, look him up. Norris, Medlock, just like that. Look him up. It was me. Karen Roberts, you can look her up. Last name V Roberts. Who else? God damn, y'all gotta excuse me right now. Okay, her friend Sharice, her husband Lamar, my husband Aaron, Lamar. God damn, I think it's his middle name probably because it's on fucking Facebook that way. Whatever. And then there was my boy Ellis and his girl. I think you could look him up, Rohan or whatever. Her name is like Caratina, dancer or whatever. So y'all can look him up. So we all be talking about. Anyway, I put their name out there so y'all can look them up, follow them, whatever, click, whatever the fuck you gotta do to make them feel popular and shit. Like their pictures, even if you don't like them, just act like you do. Whatever, because I ain't gonna do that shit, nigga. But anyway, so it was enough of us up there. Or whatever. I forgot what the fuck I was talking about again. Oh yeah, so everybody came from different places. Like her friend came from Georgia. My partner Collins came out of Austin. And then I think the rest of us came out of Dallas. Yeah, the rest of us came out of Dallas. Or whatever. And all of us had some fucking flight issues. Like all of us going to Denver had fucking flight issues. One motherfucker said the power went out at the airport. Like, god damn, that's rough. Or whatever. Then our flight got delayed. You know what I'm saying? When it was our turn. And it didn't just get delayed. You know what I mean? It was fucking delayed. You know what I mean? So we sitting on there 30 minutes past the damn flight time. We're like, what the fuck going on? Then they say, hey, it's gonna be another 15, 20 minutes while we fix up the while we fix up the wing. We're having some mechanical issues on the wing. Well, we got to fix that up. Of course, you tell me that shit, nigga. Now I'm sweating a little bit and shit, or whatever. But I'm okay. You know what I'm saying? I'm grown ass man. I can do push-ups and shit, or whatever. But so that happens. And then the 15 minutes go by, 20 minutes go by, 30 minutes go by. They say it's gonna be another 30 minutes. 30 minutes go by, 40 minutes go by, 45 minutes go by. They tell us, hey, I'm gonna need y'all to get y'all shit and get the fuck up off this plane. I'm like, god damn. So we had to get our stuff down, or whatever, and get off the flight and sit around the airport for another hour. They say an hour for my next flight. So an hour go by, hour and a half go by, hour 45 minutes go by. They said give us another 30 minutes. We had the airplane ready to go. Hour go by. Well, they ain't finally get it ready. Out of the 30 minutes, took them an hour to get it ready. So we finally get on and take off. My other partner had the nigga on his row throwing up and shit. It's like, god damn, but the vacation was well worth it. I'm talking about, God, we showed our whole ass up there, boy. I had stink bombs up there. It was just not on the flight, it was under the bottom, but I was busting them holes. Y'all remember the little glass vials or whatever, them little glass vials with the liquid in them, and you bust them holes and they just funky as shit. But anyway, while I was on the flight, you know what I'm saying, we got our seating arrangements. So me and Karen sitting right here, and this dude in front of me, you know what I'm saying, he handicapped or whatever. And I don't know what them little handles are called when you got one for each hand or whatever. But anyway, he had them shits up top or whatever. So when we had to get off the first flight, I'm standing up and I'm grabbing I didn't know he had it up there because he was already sitting on board when we got on. So when I opened it up, it was there, and I got myself down like, hey, do you need me to help you grab these for you? And he was like, yes. So I grabbed them, handed them to him. Nigga didn't say thank you or nothing. Wasn't no big deal. Didn't think twice about it. Matter of fact, that shit didn't click until we was outside. Like, that motherfucker didn't tell me thank you for handing them goddamn things or whatever. So, no big deal. I forget about the shit. So we board another flight. Motherfucker sitting in front of me again. When we get up this time, I'm like, oh yeah, I remember that shit. So this time, I got to make a scene about this shit. Like, nigga, I remember you didn't tell me thank you the first time. So we still got the same seating arrangement, just on a different plane or whatever. And when I stood up, I'm like, hey, you need me to get your sticks for you again? And he just kind of gave me a look like, oh, like, well, yeah. I'm like, okay. Then he said thanks. Like, motherfucker, I didn't want to say shit like that. But I had to put that nigga on blast because nigga didn't say thank you. Why the fuck people don't say thank you no more? What the fuck that shit is all about? Let me see what I got on paper. I think I got like an instant retard on here. I just printed out some shit. Yep, fucking instant retard right there. This okay, so you want to do an instant a fucking fraudulent charge to your insurance, right? This heifer cut off her hand for $1.2 million. She cut off her fucking hand. The crazy part about it is, nigga, that shit backfired like a hoe. Because clearly I'm talking about an insurance fraud situation, so they found out she did it to her damn self. Not only did she not get the check, she got 2 years in jail. How about that shit? How you cut off your own hand and get put in jail? Woo! But I know you gotta be a hot motherfucker for some shit like that to happen. Okay, so it's time for me to tell a story. Let me see if I got another instant retard on here. Nah, okay. Story time. Alright, so one time, I remember a long time ago, I was in this damn aerobics class, right? And like it was my first, like if you do aerobics, I think it's more rhythm with aerobics more than it is just full on cardio. Once you get a rhythm, you're good to go. Cause my first time doing aerobics, I was fucking out of there. You know what I mean? It was by like the third session, I was pretty much, I felt like I had it. You know what I mean? I would still get a good workout, but I wasn't just like about to pass out at any given moment. Anyway, hold on, y'all. My bad. See, I would cut that shit out there too. Nobody want to see that shit. I would cut that out, but I don't know how because y'all ain't sent me nobody yet. But anyway, you ever been in a competition with some shit that you didn't even really give a fuck about the competition because you wasn't in competition? Really? Another motherfucker might have been, but you ain't. You just doing what the fuck you got to do. So anyway, let me try to put some perspective behind this. So, I mean, it's all women in this aerobics class or whatever, including the instructor. And I'm like on the second row or whatever. So, you know what I'm saying? The instructor get up there and she start the music up and blah, 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 blah. Telling everybody to go. You know what I'm saying? We warming up, running in place, jumping jacks, side shredder, hops, whatever the fuck you want to call them or whatever. So, then maybe she didn't notice I was there or something. I don't know. But then she noticed me and she had me come to the front. Not like to the front on side of her, but just on the front row. And now I'm like, oh, here we go. I knew some shenanigans was going to happen. I knew something was going to happen because I'm a dude in an aerobics class full of women. I knew they had to pickle me some kind of goddamn way. But I'm unpickwittable, okay? Except for this day, I had my guard down. I wasn't prepared for what went down or whatever. Anyway, I don't mean it that way, but you'll see what I'm talking about in a minute. So anyway, she called me up there and she's like, "Oh, ladies, look here, we got us a fella in here. Y'all say hi to the guy." And everybody like, "Hey, woo," and all, you know what I'm saying, dumb shit. So anyway, she's like, "Okay, so now I guess we're gonna have somebody that can go have to keep up with me actually or whatever." I'm like, "Oh, well, here we go with the dumb stuff." I'm thinking in my mind like, "Ain't no way in fuck I'm finna be able to keep up with none of y'all in here. I came in here to get wore out." You know what I mean? And now you looking at me like I'm finna be the typical dude to play head honcho on top of some shit. I'm like, that's if I get tired, that's it. I'm just tired. But anyway, so we doing the exercise and she looked at this lady. No, we were stretching. This is when we were stretching. And this lady named Caroline. Black folks, our name, we Carolyn. White people, Caroline. So this was Caroline. Anyway, so Caroline over there she was kind of hefty. You know what I mean? She was, maybe she just needed a boost or something. I don't know. But it was Caroline, and then there was her friend. I forgot what her friend name was. It was Judy or some shit like that. Anyway, yeah, it was Judy. Can't remember, that's what made me mad. So Caroline and Judy was over there and whatever. But Judy was actually, like, in shape. You know what I'm saying? Well, she was like me. She looked like she was in shape. You know what I'm saying? So, but anyway, we get the stretching and everything. And she's like, oh, look at here. We got the guy over here. I see he can't stretch. Caroline and Judy over there, they're beating him by a big time. I'm thinking, like, I really don't give a fuck. Like, okay, whatever. Caroline and Judy got me. But then I look over there. These motherfuckers ain't doing shit either. You know what I mean? I'm talking about, like, they not the one that's in shape, kind of. She was about just as far as I am, but the other one, I didn't even realize she was really bending over. It looked like she was still damn near standing straight up, or whatever. But so anyway, the company, she keep comparing us for every damn thing, and it just got to the point where pissing me off. And I'm thinking, like, motherfucker, ain't no way in fuck you gonna tell me that fat heifer bending over further than me, because she wasn't. The lady literally, body was probably bent probably about like this. It looked like she was leaning forward to listen to what you said. That's what it looked like she was doing, or whatever. But everybody else, we bent the fuck over. You know what I mean? I'm looking like, ain't no way in hell you gonna sit up here and try to, if you're trying to boost her up, then okay, you know what I'm saying, I can play along with that shit, but then you need to be doing it to other people. Don't just be calling that fat heifer out, right? This is what I'm thinking in my mind. I ain't letting that shit loose. But if I wouldn't have let my guard down and felt so attacked and off guard, I would have just been roasting her in my mind. But instead, I'm pissed off because you comparing me to goddamn this fucking walrus over here, and her partner was kind of cute. You know what I'm saying? So, but I'm saying her stretching, if you would have compared me to her, it would have been cool, because we was about tied up. Neither one of us was touching our toes. Neither one of us was. Or whatever. That's when the lady was like, I need you to get out and touch your toes. Or whatever. And then that's when I said, you know what I'm saying, if God wanted me to touch my toes, he would have put them shits on my knees. They ain't got no business being that far away from my hands if I'm supposed to go down there and touch them. They shouldn't have been that far. You're supposed to bend your knee to touch your toes. And I couldn't reach them. I can reach them. No, I can't reach them. There was one point in time where I could reach them, but I can't reach them shits no more because I ain't been stretching. But anyway, I think that's all I got for today. Next time, I think I'm gonna talk about my son. That's what he told me. Talk about the damn moose chase. Well, I put the moose chase on the next one or whatever. But anyway, y'all hit the like button and share my shit and subscribe too. I'm gonna try to do the next one. I'll be sobered up, all right? I'll do the next one the right way. Probably not.